Welcome back to my channel. Bigg Boss OTT2 has officially started. I decided to take you all in this journey with me. I love Bigg Boss and I've been a hard enthusiast who does not miss even one episode of Bigg Boss. And as I'm speaking right now, the live is going on the television in the room. This is going to be a very unique series that will go on till Bigg Boss ends, and I think for the next seasons too, depending on how much you love this. What we're going to do is, after every episode of Bigg Boss OTT, I'm going to talk about what I liked about the episode, what were my impressions, who was my favorite, what did I think about the tasks, the contestants, the fights, the strategies, and just honest comments, honest thoughts and love for the show, and unbiased thought sharing session with all of you. And I'm going to engage with all of you. We'll have a lot of live sessions, we will have a lot of engagement in the form of community posts, contests, and a lot more, and hopefully some official stuff with the team and with the brand too. So now that you have decided to join me on this journey, let me know in the comment section below what has been your favorite season of Bigg Boss. So now let's start this. Bigg Boss Grand Premiere 17 June 2023 was hosted by Salman Khan. Amazing. I mean, so much to see, so much to experience, so much to absorb. At least I think 4 hours. Started at around 9 p.m. and it went on till 1 a.m. I think. After that the live started immediately after the show, after the premiere ended, and the live went on till 5:30 a.m. in the morning because there was a lot of drama and all of that. We are going to talk about that too, but yeah, I'm not going to spill all the beans right now. But I was up till 5:30 a.m. to watch it. I did not miss even a bit. First contestant was Falaq Naaz. These are my first impressions about Falaq Naaz. I already knew her and we already knew how she took a stand for her brother, and she actually fought with the entire media world, everybody who was at one point criticizing him, or just having a lot of thoughts around that. And the way she took a stand for her family showed us how much rooted she is and how much attached she is to her family, which is actually amazing. And it also gives a lot of strength to her character as a family person, as a loyal friend also, because somebody who's that attached and caring and supportive and becomes a shield for the family in the time of crisis becomes a very good friend too, okay, or must be a very good friend too, a loyal friend too, a supportive friend, somebody who stands by their friends through thick and thin no matter what happens. So that is something which I can intuitively think about her, or as she walked in on the stage and as she spoke, and all of those things, it made me feel that she is going to be a very good friend, somebody who's going to make some good relations inside the house. It might be just 1 or 2 people she connects to, 1 or 2 close friends, or maybe 3 4, I don't know how many, but whoever she connects to, she's going to stick with them and she's going to hold them together, and she's going to be a very, very good support, a very good backbone, and also a very good friend. Yeah, so that is what I think as of now. Contestant number 2 was Jiya Shankar. She is of course she's beautiful, no doubt in that. She has some absolutely good looks, some beautiful looks, and a good sense of style also, the way she was dressed up. And her smile is actually very good. When she smiles, you can see the purity and the innocence that she has. And yeah, quite chirpy, bubbly, center of attention kind of a person. I felt she will be having a lot of sparks, might be friendship wise, or who knows, romantic angles also, but there must be something that might go on in the house. So it might happen, it might not happen, but she'll definitely get a lot of attention, at least in the initial days, and then I don't know who else is coming after that. So depending on that, there might be some fluctuations here and there, but what I felt was she might be a little I'd say innocent. Might get carried away. She might get too carried away by her own emotions at times, or by somebody else's emotions at times. So that might happen. Although I'm not sure if I'm thinking correctly, but this is something I feel. Okay, but yeah, that might actually lead to issues to her long staying in the game. But let's see. Contestant number 3 was Abhishek Malhan, who is Fukra Insaan, a YouTuber, a very famous YouTuber, and a quite interesting person. As he walked in, we already have seen a lot of him on YouTube. Has that fun vibe, that chilled out vibe, that the young blood and that energy that people have usually in their college days. तो अगर देखा जाएगा हम लोग तो मज़े करने आए हैं, he has that kind of a vibe. He is very good because inside there might be a lot of things that happen, but outside he's going to be like, yeah, it's okay, we'll handle, ho jayega. So that is going to also reflect in the relationships he makes. Relationships as in friendships, of course. I'm not only talking about a different relationship, but any kind of bond that he makes in the house is going to have that fun vibe. I mean, he's going to goof around, joke around, or be just chilled out, help people get through those tough politics, games, fights, and all of that. Okay, and I also see him making some very good bonds in the house, similar to what I think about Falaq Naaz. Knows the art of content creation. He is a YouTuber, so he's going to know how to lure the audience and how to give good content day in and day out. So let's see. The number 4 was Akanksha Puri, and Akanksha, a very beautiful lady. She has all the lovely looks, a lovely dressing sense, a lovely personality, and good smile. She's a beauty with brains. I would actually, the moment you look at her, the moment you hear her speak, or just follow through what she's saying, how she's sitting, how she's walking, good sense of maturity. She has a good sense of talking. She knows what to say, when to say it, and she is quite intelligent too, of course. So very smart. She has a good strategy for everything she's doing. So if she's coming on a show like Bigg Boss, in which she has a history before, okay, all of you who have seen Bigg Boss 13 already know about this, and so we have heard her name a lot before. She has come on the show before, and she also did another show, Meka Devotee, before. So she has a good amount of experience of hers, of her friends from Bigg Boss. She knows how the show works. She knows what you have to do to stay on the top of your game, to stay in the limelight. And she's not going to let it just go easily. She's not just going to sit and let the show pass by. She's going to keep doing something. She's going to be in the camera zone. She is going to give some or the other masala in the show. That is for sure quite interesting to see. So number 5, Cyrus Broacha. We know him already. He has been the funny, happy-go-lucky person that we have seen on television. This is not a stand-up comedy or somewhere he's coming to host. We know how our real side and our real sides are different, and it's not necessarily the person who's very happy-go-lucky or somebody who's very chirpy and funny and humorous on screen is going to be the same in real life too, right? So I think he has a serious side to him. That's what is quite I think that's what comes off in the first impression. Somebody who is of course he's matured. Reminds me of Sajid Khan from the previous season. Somebody who's going to be a part of a group and be a very strong pillar of that group, in the sense that he's going to help stop a lot of fights. He's going to give a lot of inputs, wisdom, experience, and hold people together. So that is what comes off. And he also has a lot of areas which he would not compromise on. For example, his food, his lifestyle, and all of those things. So it might come off as arrogance, or it might come off as, I don't know, he has a lot of demands, something like that. But that is, I think that's just how he is as a person. And of course, a lot of seriousness. Let's see. Contestant number 6, very interesting, Manisha Rani, our beautiful, beautiful, beautiful entertainer. The moment she walked in, you would feel like, okay, this is like, she's Archana part 2, Archana Gautam from last season, right? And she has a lot of matching vibes to her. Of course, comparison is not a very good idea, and I'm not comparing as in comparing both. They are different in a lot of ways, but the moment she walked in, it was like, oh my god, she is bold and bindas. Like her, when you just look at her, the first word that comes to you is bindas. She's like, jo andar hai wo bahar hai. What she feels, she's just going to talk about it. She's going to just say it. She won't think that, okay, I'm on national television, or I'm a celebrity, I should not be saying this, or I should conceal my words, I should conceal my actions, I should sit in a proper way, I should look a proper way. She's just going to do what she likes to do. She's going to just be who she is, very raw, very real, and very, very, very enthusiastic, which is quite obvious. I mean, anybody who gets a chance, and she has struggled a lot. She has come from a very different area. She does not stay in Bombay, and that is why for her it's a little too different than it is for others. And but at the same time, she does not change herself, or she does not try to become like others. And we're going to get a lot of TRP from her, funny one-liners that she's going to give us, and yeah, she's just going to make us laugh, and she's going to be the life of the show, at least at one point, or I think for the entire show. But there will be a phase when she will be the one who is the only life in the show. That is what I think. Yeah. Contestant 7 from Dubai, Jad Hadid, and you look at him, you're like, okay, this is some gym freak, somebody who's very health conscious, somebody who takes care of himself, and who loves India, of course, that's why he's come here. And somebody who might, I would say, if he does not actively involve himself, he might get lost somewhere, because firstly, of course, the language issue. So a lot of conversations are going to be alien to him. He won't understand what they are saying until unless, of course, someone translates it to him. Like last time, Abdu had Sajid Khan. So similarly, he will have to find an ally very soon. Like from the beginning only, he'll have to have a couple of very, very close people who are going to be there for him, because otherwise he will get lost in the maze there. People are just going to stick to people who are alike and who are like themselves, and because he's very different, he might feel a little isolated at times, or might misunderstand a lot of things at times, because he won't understand what was the intention and what was the exact word, and while translating it might come off as something completely different than what was intended, right? So yeah, but of course he's going to be the center of attention. Girls are going to be attracted to him, and yeah, so that is going to be interesting. I think there might be a love angle of him and somebody, possible, very much possible. Just number 8, Alia Siddiqui, a very I would say a very soft-spoken, humble, good human being. When you look at her, when she walked in, she was very simple, very down to earth, and quite humble, rooted, grounded, and not too much interested in the glamour or makeup and all of that. I mean, yeah, she does a lot of those things. She will dress up well and all of that. That's not the point. But she won't be like too much interested into that. She's more interested into building herself up. As she said, of course, she's interested in making a career for herself. Getting into this, getting a stronghold in this industry that she has ventured into, and that is her aim. And she's quite straightforward there. She is she has a good soul. She needs to rant, or if anybody needs to crib about something, anybody has is going through stuff, she's going to be the person who's going to sit and listen to them and also offer them advice, calm them down. She's going to be that healer inside, that person who listens to others and not cuts them off every now and then. A person who no matter what happens, you can go to this person and talk to them. So that kind of a person, a mom-like figure inside the house too. Of course, she is a mother in real life, and she is going to have that motherly vibe. Contestant number 9, Bebika Durve, who is the daughter of a famous astrologer. She is an astrologer herself, a dentist also, and a lot of other things. I think she is in Dubai right now. She has come from Dubai right now. And when the moment I saw her, the first impression I had in my mind is she is smart. She is very, very, very smart. I mean, she literally knows how to play the cards right. She literally knows the stars. Of course, astrologically also she knows the stars well, hers and everybody else's. But apart from that, she knows how to make her mark. She has that confidence in herself. She has that very strong attitude, which is very good. She knows what to do when, and she also at the same time knows how to not come off as very smart. So she's that person who will be that silent, that the dark horse kind of. She is going to have a lot of fights inside. I feel she has that aggression in her. She has that can do, will do attitude. Like, whatever it takes, I'm here to win. I'm here to at least reach the finale. I'm going to do whatever it takes. And because of this attitude, she is also going to, of course, gel up with a lot of people too. These people are going to be drawn towards her because she has that charisma, she has that confidence, and people like to be around people who are confident, right? So of course she is going to make good friends, and at the same time will be involved in fights too. Yes, but she is going to be that fire, who is like always active, always energetic, and always doing some or the other things, but not very openly. But from here, she'll play from here. Contestant number 10, Avinash Sachdev. We have seen him in Choti Bahu. I think that was one of my favorite serials with Robina Dilek. He was the lead there. And that show went on for a very long time, and he's very famous. I mean, every time somebody looks at him, people know that they have seen him on screen. People know that he's an actor. So he has already made that mark. He already has a lot of fans and all of that. But when he walked in, I could feel that angry young man kind of a look. There's something about him which is like very serious. He's like that. Oh, like, don't mess with me. That kind of an attitude. He has that kind of an attitude that if you mess with me, I'm going to rip you apart. I'm not going to take anybody's nonsense. I'm not going to get into anything that's immature or something that does not vibe with me. I am going to do what I like. I do not entertain anything else. So that he has that vibe about him, and at the same time, I think he is going to be a very pure person at heart, a very good person at heart. But on the face, he's going to be very cold. But inside, he's like very soft. Okay, but initially what we feel, the way I'm saying, right, we'll feel like, okay, he's very cold, he's very probably arrogant at times, he's he does not listen, he only has his own thoughts, he does not listen to others, he does not let others speak, something like that. But eventually, as the show progresses, we'll realize that he also is very, very understanding, and he also thinks pragmatically, he thinks realistically. He does not live into that okay, I'm this, I'm that. He knows who he is, he knows his strengths, and he's going to play through them, and he thinks and acts very rationally. Okay, what is a good decision to make according to a situation? How should we do this? How should we do that? He's going to think holistically, look at all the angles, and make a good decision. Might be the strongest contestant on the show, like one of the strongest contestants on the show. And 11, Falaq Naaz, who is also Avinash's ex-girlfriend. And yeah, the moment she walked on the stage, I felt things might get awkward between them, but at the same time she came off as a very nice person, as a very I would say very humble person again. Of course beautiful too. All people are beautiful, I would say. And she also has a very good sense of style, a good sense of etiquettes, and how to conduct herself, what to say, when to say, all of those things. She also has that, and she is also uh, she might be little concealed at times. I mean, she might not open up fully as much she should. She might be a little hesitant on that aspect, but let's see how the circumstances turn up, and she might just open up, or she might not. Let's see that. But at the same time, I think she is also going to make a lot of good friends in the house, and she and Avinash might also become good friends again. I'm not saying it might be something else, but they might at least be on talking terms or good friend terms in the house. I don't know outside. So yeah, and quite an active performer. She's going to actively take part in all the activities and tasks that are given. In the 12th, Puneet Kumar, the most awaited contestant, I think, the most interested person. All of us love his Instagram reels, and he's just too funny. He's just too I don't care about anybody else. I am who I am. I do what I like to do. That kind of a person. And that was quite obvious, the way he walked in. He just, he likes himself, and he is confident on himself. I think a little too confident at times, but he knows that what he does is his real self, and people love him for that, and he will not stop doing that. No matter what people say, no matter how much people try to change him or isolate him or whatever, he is going to be what he is. What he does outside, he's going to continue doing that inside, and this is what is going to make him very popular, a lot more popular than he already is. And but it might not go well with the other contestants, because he might go overboard at times. That's what I think. But he is very real. He is raw. He is real. He has that guts to be what he is. He has the guts to. I don't care what you think. I'm doing this. He'll have to hold on to his emotions. See how that goes. And the final contestant was Pooja Bhatt. This was a shocker. I did not expect that she would be going inside the house as a contestant. But yes, she is a very celebrated actress. She has done a lot of work in the industry. She comes from a family which is very popular and always in the news for for some reasons. And yeah, we all know her. She has that wisdom. She has that experience, which is going to give her a lot of good strong hold in the house. People are going to listen to her. People are going to be around her, with her. But it will be interesting to see whether or not she comes off as too dominant or controlling, or she comes off as a very understanding person. That would be interesting to see. But by nature, when you are around someone who's quite experienced, who has a lot of learnings to share, a lot of good wisdom to share, good words, thoughts, her moments to share from the days and years she has worked, then you want to be with the person. You want to listen to them, because they have been through a lot of such experiences which will guide you, which you have not been through yet. Especially those people who are starting in the industry, so they will naturally be inclined to listen to her. And there's nothing wrong in that. It should just not be that they blindly listen to her, or blindly trust her. Okay, because even when you have the wisdom and experience, there are chances when you are in a different environment, new environment, you might do a wrong judgment, unknowingly, of course. So yeah, a little bit of caution here and there necessary. But apart from that, I think her her personality is going to be quite a unique one for the show, and she is going to be a very interesting personality, a very calm, humble, and also very smart, mature personality for the show, which is going to be good. Yeah, so I think there might be a split of groups, and a couple of people will be with her, and others with Bebika and all of those people. Might happen, might not happen. Let's see. That's all I had on this first impressions about the grand premiere and the contestants of Bigg Boss OTT season 2. I hope you like this. Let me know in the comment section below if you liked it or not, and don't forget to watch the show live and also the daily episodes on Jio Cinema for free. Again in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because that is how you'll know that I'm making these videos and sharing it with you. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time a video is up. And there's a lot more that's going to happen in these coming days. A lot more conversations that we're going to have, and a lot more fun. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comments below, and I'll see you